back in Cancun finally, and I'm checking out some of the best hotels in the area. It all begins right here at Majestic Elegance. Now, this is one of the nicest in Cancun. This is one of the newest in Cancun. The Majestics in Punta Cana are pretty famous. What are things going to be like here? This is Coolest Luxury Hotels, Majestic Elegance Costa Mujeres. Majestic Elegance Cancun. When I first got here, I had my own private VIP check-in, and that is because I opted for Elegance Club. Elegance Club is the exclusive adults-only section of this property. I had my own personal butler appointed. I had a welcome drink. It really did add to the initial experience. When I got to my room, I was quite floored. This is a plunge pool suite. I have my own pool, and you might be wondering, where is it? It's up those stairs. It's on a rooftop. And it just isn't any rooftop pool. It's a rooftop infinity pool all to my own. I'm gonna take you up there later and check it out. You're also not gonna believe what I paid for it. And then last night, I was so tired from my travels. I was too delirious to do anything. I just ordered room service, and it actually wasn't too bad. So it's my first full day here. I'm here for 3 days and 3 nights. I have this entire property to do in that amount of time. I'm pretty sure I could do it. I'm gonna get it started in a big way. I'm gonna take you down right now to the exclusive Elegance Club Pools. So the Majestic Elegance Club Pools, I'm trying to hold back my laughter. It's complicated. It's always complicated with Majestic Elegance Club and pools. So first of all, it felt like its own private community. It felt like an exclusive area, which is great since you are paying extra money for Elegance Club. The pool in itself was this really long rectangular design and had an infinity edge. It seemed to go on forever, more than enough space. There was a swim-up bar, there was music, there were people out there having a good time. I don't know, I guess when it comes to infinity pools, I always feel they should be elevated, and I always feel they should overlook a body of water. This one was really low to the ground, and it was in the middle of nowhere. It just felt a little bit off. And what also felt off, well, what was off was the sun action. This pool is done by 2 p.m. Cut it, that's it, lights out, find a different spot to get a tan. So in those two aspects, it was just a little bit disappointing. I'll tell you what's not disappointing. After the pool, I strolled towards the beach and I found a beachside barbecue shack, fresh burgers, hot dogs. It was pretty much a mini buffet that definitely hit the spot. And then after that, I strolled by the regular pool, and that is probably the place to hang out. The regular pool looks really cool. As of right now, it's dinner time, and I'm off to the #1 most popular restaurant in all of Majestic Elegance. I'm off to Don Jaume, the steakhouse. Don Jaume, wow, never saw that place coming. One of the nicest all-inclusive restaurants I've ever been to in terms of its style. It looked like an actual steakhouse, and the food, like you're gonna find at usually any Majestic restaurant, was above average, of course, for an all-inclusive. I actually think the star of the show, or the star of that dinner, were the drinks. I loved how Don Jaume had a dedicated bar, just like a regular steakhouse would. So right now it's raining, it's downpouring, it's monsooning. It's kind of put a hamper on the evening. I think what I'm going to do tonight is stroll over to the lobby bar. I'm really curious what the action's gonna be there right now, kind of pre-dinner, post-dinner. And then tomorrow I'm gonna hit the ground running. I have such a big day tomorrow. It could be my biggest day ever at any all-inclusive. Last night, the lobby bar was a relaxing and upscale place to have an evening cocktail. They had a cocktail list and it was well curated. It went on for pages and pages and pages. After that, I strolled back to my room and I passed McJestic, which is their take on McDonald's. It's this quaint little fast food window in the middle of the resort. Burgers and pizzas, fries, hot dogs, all until 2 a.m. This morning I woke up and I had breakfast at Elegance Club. That is the exclusive lounge available only to Elegance Club guests. It's always well staffed in there in case you need help with anything regarding your stay. Of course there's food and there's never anyone in there. which makes it a great place to have a quiet moment. And that leads me to right now. Today is supposed to be my biggest day ever. I think it can be. I'm not sure the weather is going to fully cooperate though. I have a small little window of sunshine approaching. Let's get it started right now at the beach. So this is it. This is my private rooftop terrace with my own infinity edge plunge pool. It's a pretty sweet setup up here. This plunge pool is a lot larger than what I thought it would be, considering it is a rooftop plunge pool. It's got an infinity edge. The water is a perfect temperature. I have great survey over the entire Elegance Club section. I have a perfect bird's eye view of the Elegance Club Pool. And because this is a corner suite, I have a perfect view of both the beach and the ocean. It's more than just seating up here. I also have my own private terrace. There's a day bed. When you get an Elegance Club room like this, you are assigned a butler that can come over and make up the day bed for you if you like. And I have some seating up here too. This room was $450. And for a room of this caliber, one of the nicest all-inclusives in all of Cancun, at face value, it seems very, very reasonably priced. So how cool is that rooftop infinity pool? I really hope I can spend some more time up there. The beach, very quickly. What is it with Majestic and their beaches? There is a lot to like. First of all, the sand, silky, soft, supple, some of the best sand you're gonna find in Cancun. The water is that perfect teal color. It's mesmerizing. The wave action is gentle and calm. You might be asking, James, what is the problem? Well, the problem is the seaweed. Now, I would never fault a hotel for seaweed in the water. The hotel cannot control that, just as a hotel cannot control the weather. However, once the seaweed hits the sand, it's on the hotel to clean it up. And the great hotels do. Excellence cleans it up. Secrets cleans it up. Majestic always lets it sit. Why? It is such an eyesore, and it really takes away from the beach experience. All right, tonight is a huge evening. It all starts with dinner at the best restaurant on site, the French restaurant Bistro. It's so good, apparently you need a reservation. And then after that, I'm headed to the entertainment show. I am told that Majestic has something very special planned for tonight. I just got back from my dinner at Bistro, and look what was on my bed in my hotel room upon my return. It's a little note and gift from my butler, who I haven't utilized much at all while I've been here. I'm really self-sufficient, but she left this for me, and we have a bottle of Hornitos, a bottle of Bacardi. We have a little special note from her. It says, just relax and enjoy your time. There is a free 25-minute massage and a Majestic Elegance cap. How do I look? Good morning, it's my last day here. I've been up already. I started my day off at the gym. I had to do it. The gym is modern, it's large, it's nice. It's one of the better all-inclusive gyms I've ever seen. Last night, the entertainment show. Now the staff, they were talking up the show like it was the greatest thing since tequila. And I think the reason they were doing that is because it was an authentic El Dia de los Muertos show. They brought in professional dancers, they had classically trained singers, they did the altars and the celebration. It was a true slice of Mexican culture, which was really cool. And then dinner at Bistro. It is absolutely the best restaurant here. It is a modern take on French dining. It was stylish, it was elegant, they had really creative dishes, and for an all-inclusive restaurant, the food was really, really good. And that leads me to right now, like I said, it's my last day here. It's gonna be a big day. It all starts with breakfast, but just not any breakfast. The Italian restaurant here opens up in the morning exclusively for Elegance Club guests. I'm gonna go see what that super special breakfast is like. And then after that, I'm headed upstairs to the piano bar. We are gonna get this day started with some drinks. So that was a French breakfast at an Italian restaurant in the middle of a Mexican all-inclusive. I am confused. Whatever it was downright delicious. It's in running for breakfast of the year. They had a croque madame on the menu, and then that spicy pepperoni omelet was one of the greatest ones I've ever had. It was en fuego. And then there's Piano Bar, which is the upstairs lobby bar. It's the perfect place to start your day. Yes, you get to enjoy the elegance and sophistication of the gorgeous Majestic lobby, but even more than that, it's open early. You can start your day with a coffee or even a drink, and you have survey over the entire property. You can sit there, relax, enjoy your beverage, and plan whatever is next for your day. So it was a good day at the pool. It was a fun day at the pool. But if you know me and I'm using words like fun and good, then it was kind of a letdown, which it was. So I see what they tried to do with the double-decker setup, the infinity edge, the sky deck. I get what they were going for, but they just didn't get it. Firstly, the pool is shockingly small, embarrassingly small for a property of this size, this stature, this price, and this luxury. And then secondly, I've never ever before seen in my life a reverse infinity edge. It was backwards. It was facing the wrong way. It should always be facing towards the water. Every infinity pool in existence faces towards the water. This one was facing the opposite way towards the hotel. And then lastly, there's really nowhere to sit poolside. I like sitting poolside. I like the way it makes me feel. I like being close to the water. I like to be able to effortlessly get in and out of the water as I see fit. That wasn't happening here. What is it with Majestics and their pools? Why can't they figure them out? I feel if they did and could, Majestic properties would be some of the very, very best in the Caribbean. Don't let El Mariachi fool you. It's a little underwhelming and a little unassuming when you get in there. It's probably the coolest spot to eat at here at Majestic Elegance. With the mariachi band and the Mexican decor, the outdoor seating that's surrounded by water. I had probably one of the best dishes I had throughout this entire stay. That gigantic smorgasbord of meat and vegetables. For an all-inclusive, that thing was humongous, and for an all-inclusive hotel, that dish was pretty tasty. All right, Majestic Elegance, let's wrap things up. 3 big things before I tell you what I really think about this place. Firstly, last night, this place had some buzz to it. It was a little electric. I went to the Sports Bar Legends. There were a lot of people in there watching the big game. They were playing pool, having a good time. It was pretty packed considering it was 10:30 at night. And then after that, I stepped outside and I walked through the courtyard. There was a rock band out there playing cover songs. And then after that, I checked out the main lobby bar from the other night, and there were some people in there. So it's nice to know there are some things to do after dinner into the evening here at Majestic Elegance. Number 2, Elegance Club. Should you pay extra for Elegance Club? Should you upgrade to it? I am back and forth. I'm uncertain. And when you are uncertain about something, you certainly should not do it. It's a coin flip. If you like access to the club lounges with the finger foods, if you like the quieter adult tower, if you like to go to the exclusive pool, then get it. But if you come here and do not upgrade to Elegance Club, it is not going to take away from your experience. And then number 3, the crowd. The crowd is 80-10-10. It's 80% couples, 10% groups, and 10% families. It is a go-to spot for weddings, anniversaries, honeymoons, birthdays, any type of big occasion to celebrate with someone you love. But if you do come here as a family or a group, you're not going to be totally awkward. You will find others of your ilk. So what are the pros and cons, the negatives and positives of coming to Majestic Elegance? Let's get the negatives out of the way. First of all, the pools. Talked about why I don't like them. If you're all about your pool experience in Cancun, this is not the property for you. Number 2, and this one is interesting, for its age, the property is already getting a little rundown. There is paint peeling. The rooms seem to have taken some damage already. They've been repainted and repainted in a poor manner. It isn't really that big of a deal to me, but it is noticeable, and it can subliminally take away a little bit from the luxury experience. And then finally, this property just lacks a little bit of soul. It lacks a little bit of personality, a little bit of cohesion. The rooms are great, the food is great, the restaurants are great, the lobby is beautiful, but there just isn't something that ties it all together. All the individual pieces in this property are pretty good, but there just isn't that soul or that bond that ties it all together. Okay, positives. The first big one is food, and that's important because it's an all-inclusive. You're going to eat, you're going to drink. It is always a fantastic discovery when the food at an all-inclusive hotel is delicious. For an all-inclusive, the food here is pretty awesome. Number two, this property is beautifully modern. The lobby is elegant, it's palatial, it's luxurious, it's sophisticated, but it's modern. A lot of these all-inclusive hotels in Cancun are older, they're traditional, they're predictable, they're bland, they're cookie cutter. The design here is chic, it's modern, it's contemporary. The rooms here embody a feeling of like a loft in Miami or Barcelona, which is so much cooler than a traditional all-inclusive hotel room. And then lastly, value. I think you get so much for your money here at Majestic Elegance Costa Mujeres. I talked about what I paid for this room. I talked about how beautiful the lobby was, how great the food is. The drinks are fantastic. This property is pretty stunning. And you get all that for what I feel is a very, very reasonably priced experience. So with all that being said, I'm gonna give this Majestic Elegance a 4. This is a special hotel. It's very unique. It is modern, it's luxurious, and it's an all-inclusive. That is a rare combination. It's in one of the nicest areas, Costa Mujeres, and one of the best cities in the world, Cancun.